Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I want to know why you text and drive. Feel free to comment here. Use an anonymous name if you want to. But I just want to know because I've seen it enough times, especially here in Phoenix. Back home in Seattle, it wasn't nearly as common, if you could believe it. With all the technology of Seattle, they at least have the good sense to not text and drive. Not so much here in Phoenix. I'll be seeing somebody driving erratically, or they're stopped at a green light, or I'll see a lot of anger in their driving, and then I look up, oh, they're texting. And one time I even opened my window I had pulled up alongside this person, and I motioned to him, like, don't do that. And he was jamming away at his phone, really excited about something. And then I started to think back at other times when I was tempted to text and drive, and I can't think of a time where I had a text that was that important. I've had times where things were really urgent. I'm very lucky I got the job that I got here at a community college, because the day of the interview, something happened. I had gotten another very urgent situation happen, and as I was interviewing, it was weighing heavily on me. I don't want to talk about what happened in terms of the other situation, because it's still ongoing. But even then, I drive when I drive. I would not let either the job interview or the other emergency weigh too heavily on me, right? I got a little bit nervous a few weeks ago because there was a Taylor Swift concert, and Swifties are the worst when it comes to all sorts of distracted driving. They cannot let things go. And I survived that. I was going to leave the city, but then I realized that I really have to make adjustments to not let that bog me down too much, because sooner or later I want to get involved with other people too. And so that was that. But I did keep my guard up, and I really love giving people the dislike finger. But sometimes when I see a really egregious texting and driving, I can't resist giving this finger either. But why? So I've had other times where there was really exciting news that I really wanted to tend to. I've had relationships that begin with texting. I've had job offers that begin with texting. I've had exciting news that begin with texting. What else have I done? I've done bismuth art, and I've sold things, 4-figure sales via text. Even then, I generally try to dissociate driving from all of that and just drive, right? The last time I checked, very few people drive continuously for more than an hour, 2 hours at best, and then you usually want to stop somewhere, right? Check your text then, right? I don't know, tell me something that cannot wait 2 hours, right? And most of the time you're only driving to your office like half an hour away, right? Anyway, I know I sound very angry. I am, because I've had too many close calls involving texting, and then when you think about it, I'd love to see what the other people were texting when I got into the accident. Chances are it was nothing more than like, hey, when are we going to meet today, or what's up, right? If the only car accidents that happened were due to text messages from a really dire situation, right? By really dire, I mean like death in the family, or even somebody who lost a job, right? Or a relationship breakup. If those were the only texts that killed people, maybe I could be inclined to accept it. But unfortunately, that's the minority of texts that kill people, right? Usually people want to hide away from those messages, right? It's the how are yous that are probably the most deadly. I'd love to see a statistic, by the way.